Have you ever wondered why, across almost all mythological systems around the world, stories of gods creating humans appear again and again, seemingly without prior coordination? From Nua, shaping humanity in Eastern myths, to God creating Adam in the West, from the feathered serpent of Mayan mythology to the Anunnaki of Sumerian lore. These civilizations were separated by vast distances, yet they tell strikingly similar stories. Is this merely a coincidence, or the echo of a forgotten collective memory? Or perhaps these myths are not just symbols and metaphors, but a true origin of humanity, one that was deliberately hidden from history. Billions of years ago, long before humanity was born on Earth, many highly advanced civilizations had already emerged within our galaxy. They came from different star systems and worlds, including the Pleiades, Arcturus, Sirius, Andromeda, Orion, and beyond, spanning multiple dimensions. Across these civilizations, the positive forces are united by one mission: to help the universe evolve. To fulfill this purpose, they formed various alliances, such as the Galactic Confederation, the Council of Planets, and the Galactic Command, working together to uphold cosmic order. The missions of these organizations included not only maintaining balance among the various star systems, supporting planetary development, and ensuring galactic security, but also seeding life and overseeing its growth, safeguarding and guiding its evolution. They would travel to different planets to observe local conditions, assessing whether a world had reached the stage at which it was ready to receive seeding. When beings from the fourth, fifth, or sixth dimensions come into the third dimension, they usually do not communicate with the life forms on a planet directly. Instead, they communicate with the planet itself. They are able to sense the planet's vibrations and energy, and to commune with it directly. Millions of years ago, multiple wars erupted within our galaxy. Certain negative beings, from Draco and Orion, driven by the desire to plunder resources and control other worlds, repeatedly infiltrated and invaded various planets. During these conflicts, the Lyra civilization was destroyed, as were Mars and Maldek. As a result, in order to preserve the seeds of the galaxy, some galactic agriculturalists began searching for planets suitable for the emergence of life, so that the information of other star systems could be seeded there, preventing the complete loss of all information with the fall of civilizations. During a meeting of the Galactic Confederation, they took notice of a blue planet, Earth. At that time, Earth was known to them as Anglusaha. They observed that the planet's vibration was beginning to change, and that it was attempting to communicate with other worlds. They therefore decided that the time had come to seed their information on this planet. Within our galaxy, there exists a group of beings known as the Galactic Agriculturalists. These beings originate from Orion. They are extremely tall, about twice the height of humans. They have humanoid bodies with ant-like heads, heart-shaped in form, featuring large ant-like eyes and human-like mouths. Their skin changes color in response to sunlight and has a fish-like texture. This organization spans all the star systems. Their spacecraft resemble lotus flowers, complete with petal-like structures that open and close like a lotus. They store the information of each species in chambers shaped like flowers. Their duty is to plant these genetic seeds on every planet where consciousness is awakening. Preserving this information to prevent it from being destroyed by catastrophes. They build greenhouses on different worlds, allowing us to adapt to these energies in various ways. To them, the universe is not a god, it is a tree. The universe is like a tree, and each planet is a fruit on that tree. For them, the true God is the primary tree, the white tree. This tree bears many fruits, and these fruits are the planets. Their mission is to collect the seeds of these fruits, store them in different greenhouses, and, at the right time, plant them on other planets, ensuring that this information is preserved. They search for evolving planets, then select suitable DNA and modify it to allow different species to adapt to different worlds. During the Orion Wars, many of the agriculturalists said, "We need to bring this information to Earth and become the seeds of that information ourselves." As a result, many of them chose to die in their own dimension and come to Earth, so they could teach humanity how to access the energy of these seeds. That is, how to achieve enlightenment by balancing the chakras. This is why Earth and humanity were chosen to be the place of seeding and the ones to be seeded. When the Orion Wars broke out, the Galactic Confederation made a decision. They would seek out evolving planets and seed them with the information from various worlds across the galaxy to prevent that information from being destroyed in the Great Wars. Earth was one of these planets. When the Galactic agriculturalists discovered Earth, they seeded it with the information of many worlds throughout the galaxy. To achieve cosmic harmony, the Galactic Confederation made a decision. They chose to seed the genes of many races from the galaxy within us, including those of hostile species. Within our bodies exist the genes of 22 alien races. Not only do we carry the genes of the Pleiadians, Arcturians, and Sirians, but also those of the Draconians, Reptilians, and Vegans. Their purpose in doing this was to show humanity that we must not fight one another, but that we can engage in struggles within ourselves. If we are able to find inner peace, then through this, they can achieve cosmic harmony. Thus, Earth became a hidden garden of the galaxy, a place that holds the information and seeds of many worlds. Like Noah's Ark of the galaxy, Earth preserves the flame of continuity of galactic information. This is also why Earth became a primary target for control by negative extraterrestrial forces. Earth and humanity possess immense potential. If Earth and humanity were to achieve harmony, then in this war between light and darkness, the forces of light would gain a decisive advantage. But if this experiment were to fail, the light would be compelled to seek a new path. This is why, for thousands of years, various ascended masters have come to this world to teach us how to cultivate our inner selves, achieve balance, find inner peace, and attain enlightenment. For this would become the key to unlocking cosmic harmony. From the perspective of the sixth dimension, all the reality they perceive is white. Everything they see is light. Therefore, to perceive the differentiation of creation, they need to focus on areas where the light is weaker. They see all the fractals of light, and then there is darkness. They begin to see small black dots, like black holes in the universe. These are portals to more material dimensions, such as the fourth and third dimensions. These portals that allow higher dimensional beings to travel to other dimensions are planets. The network creators of the sixth dimension travel to the third and fourth dimensions through these planetary portals. One of the main portals located in our galaxy is the Pleiades. The Pleiades is considered a gateway because it contains 12 stars that are aligned with the 12 spheres of the sixth dimension, which are called Elohim. Therefore, beings from the sixth dimension can travel to the third dimension through the Pleiades. Thus, the Pleiadians are like the structural manifestation of sixth-dimensional beings in space-time. The Pleiades star system in the constellation Taurus is a system that transforms the subtle structures of the universe into material structures. They are the gateway that brings heaven to earth and ether into the material world. This is why the Pleiades have become a gateway for high vibrational beings of the sixth and fifth dimensions to communicate with beings of the fourth and third dimensions. All the information entering the third dimension from the Pleiades is overseen by Arcturus. The Arcturians are responsible for integrating the information given to them by the Pleiadians into the physical world. After the Pleiadians communicate with higher beings from the sixth and fifth dimensions, they bring this information to Arcturus in the constellation Bodas and share it with the Arcturians. This is because the Arcturians know how to integrate this information into the physical world, into our cells, blood, and DNA. Compared to the fourth dimension, the Pleiadians are closer to the fifth dimension. They exist outside of time. They are spiritual guides for beings in the material world. They tell us the meaning of our existence, how we can improve ourselves, how to achieve enlightenment, how to transform reality, and so on. They provide us with guidance. The Arcturians, on the other hand, are responsible for the creation of the material world and its structures. They are the doctors and scientists of the galaxy. They introduce advanced spiritual concepts such as the spiral into the material world, integrating spirit into DNA, and achieving spiritual evolution through this process. They have already learned, on their own planet, how to draw power from the spiritual realm to promote the evolution of the physical body. Both the Pleiadians and the Arcturians share the same goal, just from different perspectives. The Pleiadians aim to bring heaven to earth, while the Arcturians aim to transform earth into heaven. This doesn't mean they want to abandon the material world, but rather that they want to create a material world that is aligned with the etheric realm. They want to improve our reality, to refine the material world, so that they can create civilizations and beings aligned with light within the reality and structure of the third dimension. Therefore, they are like a team. The Pleiadians are responsible for guiding the spirit within our bodies, while the Arcturians guide our bodies to find the spirit. The Pleiadians and Arcturians are similar in appearance. They both have a head, 2 hands, a neck, legs, and feet. They are our galactic father and mother, and we are their creation. Therefore, we are also similar to them. When Earth had only water and bacteria, their civilizations already existed. At that time, they were just beginning to build their own civilizations. The Pleiadians established their societies on several sun-like planets. They are a civilization of light. Their cities are filled with luminous structures, buildings that are not fully physical, but more etheric in nature, floating in the air. Pleiadians move through space by thought alone. Their hair is like light, and their eyes resemble galaxies filled with many colors. They look much like angels. Pleiadians closely resemble angels. though their bodies are more human-like. Their spacecraft are Merkabahs, which appear as spheres of light when in motion. When the Pleiadians descended to Earth in spheres of light to deliver messages to humanity, they were often mistaken for angels. But they are, in fact, Pleiadians. They exist between the fourth and fifth dimensions. Angels are luminous geometric entities existing between the sixth and seventh dimensions. They appear human, but they do not possess human bodies. Pleiadians do not have sexual organs. They have lost their connection to the root chakra because they experience everything through the heart. As a result, they do not have sexuality in the human sense. Their way of intimacy is to feel one another without any physical contact, similar to Tantra. Their physiology is also different from ours. They have evolved beyond the need for food, which is why their mouths are small and their necks are long, designed to facilitate finer vibration. Arcturians have heads that are longer than those of the Pleiadians, and they have very large eyes. They are more similar to us because they maintain a stronger connection to the root chakra. They possess a chakra structure like ours and reproduce through sexual union as humans do. They have hands and bodies similar to ours, though they are taller. Overall, they are quite similar to human beings. Arcturians have different racial types. Some have white skin, some have black skin, and some have blue skin, resembling Nordic features. The reason some of their skin appears blue is that they possess blue blood. This is because their planet does not contain oxygen, and therefore their respiratory system is different from ours. Pleiadians also have different races, but they are classified according to the color of their soul and vibration, rather than genetic information. Some Pleiadians closely resemble humans, yet they are divided into different groups: black, yellow, white, and red, based on the vibration of their souls and the energy of their bodies. These are not skin colors, but the colors of their energy. The Pleiadians did not provide much genetic information to humanity. What they offered was vibration, infusing those frequencies into our blood. Ancient peoples regarded the Arcturians as parents from the stars. In many ways, they were indeed our parents, as they reproduced on this planet through sexual union. Their reason for doing so was to seed this world with information from the stars. On Earth, they created what they considered a perfected race, Atil-Kef, meaning the Blue Ones. The original name of Atlantis, Kefislion, is said to have originated from this as well. The Atlantean civilization was a product of the Arcturians. However, the earliest Atlantean civilization was not centered on pyramids or physical temples, but on the inner temple. The most important gifts the Arcturians passed on to humanity were alchemy and medicine. They taught us how to understand our bodies, how to connect with the world, and how to use the remedies found in nature. They taught that every temple we build is meant to connect with and awaken the information encoded within our blood and cells. This is why, in the early stages of human civilization, people built stone circles all around the world. These lines, or stone circles, allowed them to enter the vibrational system of the Arcturians and awaken the power within their blood and cells. For the Arcturians, the most important realization is that all information is not outside of us, but within us. This information is not merely spiritual, it is material, preserved through DNA within our blood and cells. They taught humanity that the most important shape in the universe is the sphere. Every cell is like a sphere, containing an octahedron within it. This octahedron is the geometric structure that creates the cell. They told humanity that to awaken the power within your DNA, you must enter your cells. And the best way to enter the cell is to go to the center of the octahedron. This is why, later, the Syrians came to Earth and guided humanity to build pyramids around the world. A pyramid is an octahedral structure. The upper portion is a physical tetrahedron, and the lower portion is an etheric tetrahedron. Together, these two tetrahedrons form an octahedron, which is enclosed within a sphere. When humans enter a pyramid, it symbolically places them within an octahedron, simulating the state of entering the cell. This is why pyramids were believed to possess such powerful functions and were often used in the past for healing and as chambers for ascension. To understand the roles of the Pleiadians and Arcturians within our culture today, the Pleiadians represent spirituality, religion, and faith, while the Arcturians represent science and medicine. Both are crucial to humanity. Science helps us understand the world and the power of matter, and why we are the best machines created to create life and consciousness. We are omnipotent. The Pleiadians, on the other hand, represent spirituality, religion, and all that we cannot see with the naked eye. They tell us that beyond what we see, think, and feel, there is something else that transcends all matter. Each of us carries both of these aspects within. Science tells us how we function and what we are capable of achieving. Spirituality and religion, on the other hand, guide us to seek something higher. These are the primary gifts they passed on to us. All the knowledge we possess, all the technologies we have developed, and every civilization we have created stem from the legacy of the Arcturians. We are who we are today because of the Arcturians, and we will become who we are meant to be because of the Pleiadians.